Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Always Bet on the House. I'm your hostess, Chrishena Stanley, broker and owner of STK Property Group. And today we are here with the amazing Anna, who owns Aberlewest Design and Graphic. And we're going to talk about branding, because in real estate, as an agent, branding is of the utmost importance. It's how you separate yourself from the pack. And if you don't have if you don't have an idea of what you're trying to put out, then you don't really have direction. So you need to know what you're trying to communicate, and you need to have amazing branding. So 100%. Anna's over 10 years of experience, and she's going to tell us how we figure it out. And I'm so excited to have you here, by the way.
Thank you, gorgeous.
Because we've worked together.
Yes.
And you've done fabulous things for me. Yes. Oh my God, absolutely loved it. So I can say I work with her. She's not only amazing to work with, but the results are absolutely fabulous.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
So tell us about the importance of branding and how you help us create our brand.
So I love what I do first, so I have to say that. I enjoy talking to anybody that's in small business or a realtor, and I find out who they are to make sure that their brand matches them.
Right.
Because a lot of designers don't ask questions.
Right.
The person.
Right, exactly. So you have just this really generic thing that doesn't really reflect their personality or anything like that. And that's what you really want to do during when you're creating your brand, is that it reflects who you are and your personality, right? Because that's what makes you shine.
Yes, that's where you get to show up.
Yes.
And then it also builds confidence. When you have a strong brand, it creates confidence for you to go out there and market yourself, because you know who you are.
I agree.
And you know how to show up correctly.
Yes, and then you have something that reflects all of that, which makes you feel more confident and powerful, right?
Yep, 100%.
I love
100%.
I love it, absolutely. So now, what are certain things for branding? So, because when we think of it, we think of marketing, like maybe postcards and business cards, but there's so many different opportunities. So what are the things that we should focus on? If I came to you just as a new to the business and I'm trying to figure out my brand and create a brand, what are the things we need to focus on to make that happen?
Foremost, make sure that you have a goal of where you want to go in your branding and what your target market is. Because a lot of people don't know who they're targeting.
Right, they're like everybody. You're like, no, that's not how this works.
Great, I'll get you my hairless cat.
Right, exactly. You get a car.
So make sure who your target market is.
Have direction.
Yeah, have direction. And then once you get that kind of a direction, then figure out, what are those people? What do they like to do? Do they like to golf? Do they like to do on their free time? Do they enjoy hiking? Do they enjoy drawing? That is your target market. You need to know everything about
what their lifestyle is.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
And then the most random thing, name the person.
Right.
Pick a name out of a hat.
Right.
And be like, George. I'm looking for George.
Right.
And then you'll find George.
Right.
Because
it's true. Because the more specific you are, the more you can get aligned with what you're doing.
Yes.
And the better likelihood you have of actually making that happen.
Finding George.
We're all looking for George. Okay. Mr. Perfect George.
Yes.
I love it.
And then start small. Start with as simple as a logo. And then that's where a designer kind of helps you tremendously.
Right.
They will ask you the questions that they're a good designer, what it is that you want in a logo, not what they want.
Right.
And figure that out. That helps to a point where they'll ask you about fonts, they'll ask you about shapes, they'll ask you about is there anything specific that you need in there?
Right.
And then my random one, So I make sure to ask the appropriate questions in order to design for my client, not for myself, because the shapes, I love circles. I'm obsessed. Even my logo.
I love circles as well. Yeah,
so I'm a circle person.
All encompassing, and it kind of everything comes back around. It's like the cycle of life, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love circles too. That's a good point.
But I've had clients that are I don't like square. I like only squares.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
I would have never known that unless I asked the question.
Yeah, but it's true. I love the fact that you really do dive in and ask very specific questions, so you can get an idea of the person. Because fonts can mean fonts do Some fonts are more elegant, some fonts are more funky and like playful. So it is a big deal what font you choose, because it does reflect your brand,
Oh, 100%.
Right.
Like even the font in my Aberlewest, it's all lowercase. And that is extremely intentional, because even though A and W is higher case, it's because it's business. But then, you know what? We gotta have fun in business. So it's all lowercase.
Yes.
It's relaxed.
So it's not as
less
formal.
corporate.
Yes, I love that. See, now looking at it, I totally see that definitely resonates. So everything you do really is, it has a meaning and a message behind it. And we need 100%. To be aware of that when we create our brand, that everything we do does have some sort of meaning. So what do you 100%. Want to tell your audience?
Yes,
yeah.
Always find out. And then the questions definitely ask. And then marketing is so broad.
Right.
Like when somebody's like, oh, you do marketing, they assume you do everything under the sun. You're
right,
like,
because it is. I mean, marketing is, right, exactly.
You're like, no, I make sure that you are unique and you come out of this uniqueness, and then you go and sell yourself.
Excellent.
100% you are selling yourself.
Always.
The minute you come into a room, you're selling yourself.
Yeah, because you are your brand. In real estate, you are your brand. I mean, absolutely,
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So then once you have your logo, which is great, because when you do someone's logo, then you give them the ownership to their logo,
yes,
right?
100%.
So then they can use it across the board for any marketing project. So that way they have consistent. So what is the importance of having consistent branding?
Oh, that is extremely important. Like from you need to know your font to your colors to everything. Because the minute you start changing that, then the brain tends to forget who you are and questions, wait, weren't you pink last week?
Right, like the validity and the credibility. Because it's like it's not consistent.
Unconscious that we make that decision, something is off.
Right, because imagine if Nike all of a sudden was like, oh, we're not a check, we're an X. Yeah. Like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Right?
Or they even change their
swoosh.
Or if they change their font.
Right.
You're like, wait a second.
It doesn't even be, it wouldn't be the same brand, right?
Same way with like Chanel. If Chanel suddenly changed their font.
Exactly. They were like,
you're not Chanel.
Exactly. It's no longer that brand. And I think people especially in our business, we forget that. And then we kind of want to try out new things. And then, no, you cannot, you really be very intentional and pick something that you're going to want to keep throughout time.
Yes.
Because the longer you keep that brand and it's consistent, the easier it is to grow your business and get familiarity and get recognition from that brand.
Yes, and it's very important. And also talk to a designer, because the minute you stop and you're like, oh, I could do this quickly on Fiverr, or I could do it on Canva.
I've tried that. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Right.
And the reason it doesn't work, there is no questions asked.
At all. You
don't know your branding colors at all.
Right.
And then also, I can pinpoint immediately whether you got this from Canva or Fiverr.
Right.
Because they utilize that same logo and look
so
for 1,000 or 10,000 other people.
Exactly.
And I'm
so you become one of many instead of
I thought you wanted to stand out, not be like everybody else.
Right. And that is important to stand out, right? I agree with you 100%. It's well worth it. That's why I worked with you. And you asked very specific questions. You really got to know me as a person, and we worked together, and it was beautiful. And also I love the fact that you're patient and you're willing to okay, if there's one little thing, you're willing to do it over.
Oh, 100%.
Yes, and then the result is just absolutely amazing.
100%.
So when you're working with clients, because I know a lot of people are always like, oh, well, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to give guidance. I just let them do what they do. Would you prefer for your clients to be open, honest, and give real feedback, or to appease you and not say anything?
Oh, God, no. Please do not appease me.
Right.
The amount of money you're spending with me, don't appease me.
A lot of people do that. Instead of just saying, if there's one thing, they won't say anything, and then they'll just okay, I'll just work with somebody else in the future. Then not give the person a chance to correct it, because oftentimes it's a small thing, and then we have to have, you're just great at I felt so comfortable just saying, oh, can we fix that? The first version was absolutely gorgeous. But because I'm so very specific about my brand, I love the fact that you were so open and patient with me.
100%. And I love clients like that. I love the clients like that. Tell us which direction to go, because we're walking in blindly.
Right.
If you don't tell us.
Right, exactly.
Or into a room with no lights on.
Right.
Trying to figure out where the light switch.
Bright lights. I love it. Yeah, I think that's so important.
And the nice thing with my my concept is because I'm not gonna please everybody. So what I wind up doing is, especially with a business card, I'll tell them, okay, do you want one design or do you want three?
Right.
Because if you pay for the three, I'm gonna give you three different ones. I'm gonna give you one you think you want.
Right.
The second one that I may think you want, and the third one way off the wall because I don't know what the hell you want.
That might be their favorite one, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you'd be surprised how many times they'll pick one that I like. I'm like, wait, what?
Right.
I did not see that coming.
But you know how to read the people, so you probably know what they want more than they know what they want, right? I love
100%.
I love it.
Like,
well, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, this is some of the business cards that I've done. Casey Jade is a great photographer.
I love that because it's so like
she's a boudoir photographer.
I really do love it. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
And then Pam, I always tell people to put their picture on there because even though you're doing business with a specific company, put your photo on there. They rather do business with a person, not a company.
Right, I agree 100%. I have my photo on my card
and
as
it doesn't matter whether you're in real estate, you're selling party lights, you're selling candles. Put your photo on there.
Right, and yeah. Because the association is a lot easier too when they can go back to your photo. Right.
Yes, 100%. So like even like Agape is a great, they work with people that with fitness and making sure like animals are taken care of. So like everything flows nicely.
I see that. I love the I love the way.
And you know me, design. I like my circles. So.
I love it. Yeah, and it's very professional, but also too, I love the way everything flows in this. It's really nice.
And information is so important. Like when you have a flyer or you have an event, stop putting everything on there.
Right.
Nobody is gonna read it.
Look over it. It looks it just looks junky there.
Yes. Yeah. Get to the point. What is it?
When is it? When? What? Where?
Yeah. That's it. Get to the point.
Right. Yeah. We don't need to know everything else about it. Right.
No. And I find that even people that have business cards, they like, oh, I need to list off 100 things that I do.
No.
I'm like, no, keep it to 3.
Right.
Because the brain will only remember 2.
Right. Keep it to 3, and then it gives you an opportunity to fill that in.
Yes,
right? Exactly.
100%. Because and I'll give you kind of an example. Do you eat chips?
Yes.
Fabulous. Can you think of any brand of chips off the top of your head that you enjoy?
Cheetos is
That's a good one.
Okay, yeah. I love Cheetos. Lay's.
Perfect. Any others?
Ruffles.
Any more?
Shoot, you're right. Stops at 3. Doritos.
So there's actually 500 chip companies that are battling for your eyes.
Top 3.
And your brain will remember the 3 that make you the most excited and to eat.
Oh my God.
So that's same way with brands. Like when you think of like information, keep it down to 3.
Right. Because that's what we were trained is 3.
Yeah.
Don't overwhelm. Right.
No. And keep it simple.
Right.
Always keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Like life itself, I try to keep it simple. Right.
Yes. Definitely. And then like even with this one is a car magnet. Like logo and phone number, nice and big. Everything else, easy. It's going by so fast that you're visually only looking at the photo of it.
Really?
So you're not even paying attention to the words. Right. So like even billboards.
Right.
Like you've seen billboards that the font is so small.
Yeah, you can't. It's not legible.
Like nobody can read that. Even if they're standing still, they can't read it.
They can't read that. So how are they supposed to read it when they're
keep it visually and get it to the point.
Right. And that's when consistency in the brand is so important because if they're keeping it visual, then now if I see that, I associate these colors with that brand.
Oh, 100%. Right. And make sure they're the same brand. And then I've done cards for one of my clients. So she sent me a picture. She's so cute. I love it. And then again,
I love the black and gold. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm so just.
It's very powerful, right?
Yes.
Very powerful and rich.
And then I always like it when it's different from side to side to up and down. I'm like, oh, now you're unique.
Yes, it's so true. Boom, that is vertical. It is, and that is very unique because most people go horizontal.
Yes.
I love it. Yes.
And then Heels is one of my biggest clients. I love them. They're a big advocate in the health industry.
Yes,
and I do a magazine for them every month.
Oh, beautiful.
So this is one of the 2 magazines that I picked that I thought were
And
super
this is the
vibrant.
cover.
Yeah, these
really
are the covers
nice.
for
Really nice.
January, and this one was August.
Beautiful.
2 different years, but the style is kind of consistent. So that to me is, again, always fun.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I enjoy doing that. So this is one of my clients. They're actually in Hawaii. Hook, Line, and Heroes, they help veterans get on their feet and get them out and going fishing and getting,
Isn't that wonderful?
like, helping veterans and stuff. So I
Get
did
back
this
into-
logo for them. I actually donated this logo for them. So
Oh,
this
isn't
way
it? It's
I do
beautiful.
give back
to the community.
And
Isn't that nice? And then for a great cause too. Because
Yes.
anything having to do with veterans is well worth
Oh,
it.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
and that's a great logo.
I like
Like
it.
with a fishing rod.
I
and
know.
yeah, I love it. It's
And
very.
the
It's a great logo. Okay.
And then a lot of remember I was talking to you about colors? Like, a lot of the times nobody knows even their color number. And this is for other designers and printers to know exactly what colors that they need to pull.
Okay, yeah.
Because
so they
you
can use
say
the
blue
exact
and
color.
I have 18
There's-
different blues in my head.
Absolutely, yeah. Because there are so many shades of blue, right?
Oh my God, 100%.
Tiffany blue, baby blue.
Well, you can see all 3 different blues in just this one.
Right, yeah. And then they work together beautifully.
Oh God, yeah.
And the circle.
Yeah, you know me.
Right. We got
So
the circle.
I keep attracting my circles.
Right. And this is I mean, it's very well suited.
And then
the body
again,
is, full circle.
oh God, yeah. And then again, like, naming of the fonts, what they
Right.
are, because a lot of the time my clients will come to me and they'll like, hey, can you do this logo? Like, great, what is your font?
I have no clue.
Nope.
Right.
And I'm like, oh Lord, let me look up what you've been using to keep it consistent.
Right. So ask your designer all these questions so that if you have to repeat it, it makes it a lot easier. Like,
Yes.
I agree with you 100%.
Don't just settle for just a photo of your logo.
Right.
Get the
All right,
color
what are the
palettes.
colors? What are the fonts? So that you
Yes.
can get the same consistent thing, not
Yeah.
like almost the same.
No,
Right.
almost doesn't work.
Almost does not work. Don't settle for almost.
And then this is another client of mine, and everything, even in this logo, is extremely intentional. Like, this
Those
is
stairs.
actually a book.
Ah.
Because our
I see. Yes.
our people that are helping us are guiding us, and they're
Right.
through learning as well as microbiology and everything. And this is a healthcare to keep
Beautiful.
us.
And these stairs, like,
Yeah.
okay, I love it. Yes.
So, and then this is one of my other clients. She does consulting, and she's so cute. If you ever meet her, this totally fits her.
That's why when you said cute, I was like, that fits her personality. Because
Yes.
it's very cutesy and fun and playful, right?
Yes. So I make sure, again, get all the information out of my client to get them the logo that they want.
So you make sure it's suited for their personality. So
oh,
important.
100%.
I love it. Yeah.
Because consulting sometimes could be extremely boring.
Yeah.
I'd rather get somebody that's more fun
Right.
and relatable back to me, because
Yes.
I'm a visual creature.
If it's about being in marketing, absolutely. But this is very playful. I love it. And it does make it the whole consulting fun. Because you're right, consulting, 1, is so broad, and 2, doesn't make you excited.
No. This is more fun.
Yeah, I love that.
And then this is one of the firefighters that are here in Henderson. So I was able to do a turtle for them. And then they're on Blue Diamond, so hence the Blue Diamond.
Okay, pulls it all together.
Yes. So that
And
was...
the colors they really pop.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Very
that was fun
vibrant.
to
I
do.
can imagine that. Yeah. Well, firefighters are usually fun and good looking.
We'll see.
Ah!
And then this is one of my other ones.
I like this. Looks like modern, but
This is
sophisticated.
fun. So he does drones.
Okay. Yeah.
So we did flight movement
You could
of
see that
the
movement.
drone and
Yes.
everything. So, and that was a lot of fun.
And it's very elegant and clean. This one.
So
Yeah.
this one went through 18 different logos to get into this.
See?
So being able to be patient as a designer,
Yes.
knowing that I had to get what information I needed from him
Right.
in order to design for him.
Yeah.
And ask the appropriate questions.
Right.
Because he didn't want any color. He just wanted to create
Very
movement.
clean and movement, yeah.
Yes.
And it looks the 18, but it's a beautiful result.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. And you didn't fire him,
No.
right?
Nope.
So
Good.
one more call, one more revision, and you're done.
Yeah, no.
No, I love you are very patient. I can attest to that. Extremely patient. I appreciate
Thank
that
you.
as well. Yes. Well,
So.
thank you. Okay, so tell us a fun fact, Anna. We always get a fun fact from our guests.
Fun fact about my business or
No,
just
about you.
About me.
Yes.
So I'm actually originally I was born in Russia.
Okay.
So I got adopted when I was 11.
How beautiful.
So my family actually lives here and they're awesome.
Oh.
And I find that I had a bit of a culture shock when coming here because I'm extremely hardworking. Like I constantly
very hardworking.
Go,
Yeah.
go. So to me, when I got here, I was like, oh, we don't have to be go all the time.
Right,
And I'm like,
you can be more
I can't
relaxed.
change that.
But I love it because I feel like I'm a New Yorker and that's how we are too. We're like go. So
See?
you know, it is hard to change from that when that's like so much embedded in you
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
part of who you are. But you're beautiful.
And I didn't know you guys don't have snow here in Vegas.
Right.
I was like,
yeah.
where's the snow?
I know because Russia, you're lots of snow, right?
Well, it's cold even in
Oh,
July.
right. I know. Oh my God. Do
So-
you visit? Do you
No,
go back?
No.
I've
I
never
like it
been.
here.
Yeah. It is very beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
Vegas
Plus, they're
is,
dealing with a lot over
Vegas
there.
is lucky to have you here.
We love it. I love it here.
Aw.
I love that we get so many different people from different
Right,
areas
it's a
of life.
melting pot.
Oh
Yes,
my God, I
yes,
love it. And
right.
everybody needs to know somebody in
Right.
order to get ahead in this
Town, absolutely. It's very culturally diverse. Like, because growing up in New York, that's the same. I was very culturally diverse. But here, it's more of a small town feel with big
God,
town
yeah.
amenities. That's what I always
100%.
say, right? But it's
100%.
true. I've discussed this with you guys. It's like almost like 1 degree of separation here,
Oh,
right?
Oh yeah.
So you have
100%.
to be nice.
Yes,
Because
we all know each other.
Someone will tell on you.
We do.
Right? And people talk.
We have no problem with that.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Anna,
you.
for
I
giving me your
appreciate
time.
you.
And trust me, I can tell you from experience that she's absolutely amazing to work with, super patient, will not stop until you're satisfied and happy, and just a pleasure to work with, the best customer service,
Thank you.
white glove service.
Yes.
And she makes you feel special, and she doesn't get annoyed because I was
Never.
like, I'm sure I'm annoying by now.
No. Nope, never.
How can our guests find you and create their fabulous branding that they're going to stick with throughout their whole career?
Okay, Aberlewest.com. It's pretty easy to find me. And then Anna at Aberlewest.com.
Okay, fabulous. There you go, Aberlewest. And you will not regret it. Working with Anna is such a pleasure. And that's it for Always Bet on the House. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope to make your lives better and great. And bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.